Hey, what's up everybody? It's another candle. This video is going to be a little bit different because I'm not really going to necessarily be talking about gospel or anything like that in this video. But what I am going to talk about is, do you guys like, gardening and such like that? And if you do, maybe you're new at it. Now, for you guys who are experts at it, you probably don't need me to tell you anything. But for me, and for others who may be new at it, there's an easier way that I'm trying to do things this year. And I'm thinking it's going to work. I've seen other videos talk about doing it. My mom's told me about doing it like this. Now, my garden area I had dug out, I can't really tell you how big it was. It's maybe like 8 feet wide by like 20 feet long, something like that. It was absolutely overgrown after the winter, and I don't really till the ground in between because I usually prefer to try to let it diversify on its own before I try to till it up again the next year. Maybe that's a mistake. You guys that are experts, you can let me know. But for a good while, my garden area looked a lot like my yard. And honestly, since I had worked on the soil a little bit, it was probably more overgrown than my yard was. So instead of trying to go over and re-till it up and everything like that this year, I decided this is what I was going to do. So instead of re-tilling it, I took all of the old bits of cardboard and stuff that I've had from, I've got a wood stove and stuff like that. This part here I'm not done really laying out, but the rest of this I have pretty much finished. And as you can see, all I did, basically, I did have a wood, basically a thin wood pallet there. It's like some of that sheet wall stuff. I don't really even know what it's called. But it's very thin. It's maybe like that thick. And what I've done is I've taken these tires that my wife's papa has very generously given for me to be able to use, and I've laid the cardboard and that pallet wood, in some areas some plastic to kind of cover up the outside there. You can see where it's not fully covered. I know the plastic will help. And I'm going to use that to be able to kill it out, and that way at the end of this year I can either take these tires up or I can leave them there, and I won't have to worry about a bunch of weeds and stuff growing up through, because as you can see, yeah, that's right on the other side of my little fence there. That is what my yard will look like in like a month's time of not doing anything to it. The rest of it there, you can see I mowed just the other day. And let me go ahead and tell you, in the mountains, when it rains, if you don't mow like every week, it goes nuts. And I don't get that time to be able to mow every single week, so I try to hit it every other week, or if I can't do it then, every 3 weeks. Just enough to be able to keep it low. I mean, it's, you can still run through it and enjoy it and play in it like my son does. But I'll show you, this is basically what I've been doing for these. This one's already got a little bit of dirt in it. I got to find some more dirt to put in that. This one I've just lined with leaves. As you can see from the corner there's green and brown leaves. I take these, I can't remember what my mom calls them, but she said that they are very good for essentially being able to help put nutrients in your soil. And that's like one of the main things that you really want to worry about. Planting, as you veterans would know, you don't have to even worry about this. This is for the newer people that don't know how to garden. But planting isn't so much important as what you do with your dirt before you plant. If you can get some good healthy soil, there are ways that you can actually cultivate your own soil. You can either start your dirt the year beforehand and essentially compost it. So, throw out your veggies and stuff like that you're finished with, toss them over in some of the dirt that you've already got piled up, and then other things too. I mean, you can take your grass clippings and stuff like that whenever you mow your yard. And all those things can go to help make your own kind of a mulch compost. I was fortunate enough that my wife's papa brought me a decent pile of basically this mulch, since it's already kind of most of the way broken down. So as you can see, it's not exactly dirt, but it almost is. It's supposed to be mulch, but it's already quite broken down, and it's very fine. So I'm using that underneath where I'm going to be putting my... And as my mom has explained to me, you know, things like that just help to bring worms in. Worms are really good for the mulching process, while at the same time, whenever they burrow and such like that, they kind of loosen up the ground, make it easier for the roots to be able to get into the rest of the dirt. So that's pretty much it for this video. Kind of wanted to just give a little update, let you know what I'm starting, what I'm trying to do with it. I'm thinking it's basically just going to be a couple different variations of peppers and then tomatoes, because I had some cucumbers last year and I could not give them away fast enough. I was having to just throw them across the driveway and get rid of them, essentially, because I couldn't do nothing with them. I don't personally eat them. I don't like them. I like pickles, and so maybe here next year I'll do some more and take some small ones and pickle them, or something like that. So and that's kind of my project with the peppers that I want to grow. Now, I like to grow reapers and ghost peppers, so I'm not going to try to pickle those. I mean, I might try to at least do like one jar for myself, but the other ones, I want to do some cayennes and maybe some jalapenos, and basically I want to try to sell them. See if I can be able to actually sell some of my peppers whenever I get them pickled up and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think. If y'all have any ideas, you feel free to share them. I'll easily try to incorporate them into my garden area. Obviously, I'm very mediocre at this, you know, but I am trying to have myself learn. I've watched plenty of gardening videos and stuff like that. That's all great and dandy, but unless you get out there and unless you actually get your hands a little bit dirty, you're not going to learn anything. So I'll see y'all later. Take it easy.